How's it going, guys? I decided to do a video on Jaguar Cichlids. So I'm really excited because I've been obsessed with these fish for years upon years, even to the point where I decided to tattoo one on my arm. There he is, right there, Jaguar Cichlid. So anyhow, now that you know that I'm a freak about these fish, and if you follow my channel, you know that, well, actually, it's such an awesome feeling to know that I have maybe gotten other people to spark interest in Jaguar Cichlids. And I do have a bunch of videos regarding these awesome fish, but I want to do some more. So I'm going to do a playlist series. We're with Avery here, my daughter. She is 5 months old. She's been teething lately, and it's been crazy, but Daddy's babysitting right now, or as some of you guys call it, parenting. I don't know anything about it. No, I'm just kidding. But anyhow, this is my 6-foot tank. If you follow my channel, you know about this tank. I actually have them below it too I'm working on. I have stacked 6-foot tanks on top of each other devoted to predator fish. Without further ado, here's my 2 Jaguar Cichlids. One of them's about 12-13 inches long. They are both males. This is a 125-gallon tank. As far as generally just taking care of these fish, I did some research on the internet, and it turns out there isn't a ton of information on how to properly care for these fish, because I think it's due to the fact that these fish, they're insanely, they grow large and they're predators. So a lot of people don't like to give info on it because you can kind of like, it can be displaced in the wrong manner. Like you can't give a direct answer on how many gallons these fish should live in, etc. So I'm just gonna give you my Wild West way on how I take care of mine, because there's no perfect way to take care of these fish, but I'll just give you the basics. Jags Cichlids, the internet tells you they grow 20. Look at this lady, dude. She's just like chewing on my arm. Children, I know, right? Some people's kids. Oh wait, that's my kid. Anyhow, these fish, the internet says they grow 21 inches long, but that's not going to happen in an aquarium unless you have like 500 gallons, and it's going to take years upon years upon years for that to happen. So mine are around, the bigger one's probably 4 years old now. I would highly advise you're not going to want anything below a 6-foot tank, which is usually around 125 gallons and up. So, and the reason is because these fish are lengthy. You know, like they will easily grow. They're a long fish. Like the red devil's somewhat tall, and then a lot of flower horns and stuff grow tall, but jaguars are long and lengthy, so they definitely need that length in tank space, because they're going to swim back and forth, obviously, you know. Don't throw them in a 48-inch tank, which is all the 55, 75, and 90s. What else? Heavy filtration. If you're looking at needing a filter, I highly advise, I've found the Cascade canister filters to be the cheapest and best. And they were 2017's most sold canister filter. And you can choose different sizes. Dude, you're just stressing me out. You're just chewing on my arm here. Can I have this back? It's difficult doing videos with my children sometimes. Anyhow, you can choose what size Cascade filter you want. I'll throw a link in the description box. I think the most popular is the Cascade 1000. I highly advise you throw that on your 6-foot tank minimum. Don't screw around with hang on the backs. This is like, if you're looking to step up to keeping Jags Cichlids, you can keep them in a small tank until they get around 6 inches, and then they just explode in growth. And that leads me to my next topic, how to feed them. They are protein-rich predators, and what you're gonna wanna feed them is heavy protein. What I do is I get frozen tilapia from the grocery store, and I cut it up. Pretty much any brand will work. I try to get a middle-of-the-road brand. I cut it up, I cut it up, and I feed it to them twice a week. Just because a lot of these mainstream pellet foods just aren't gonna cut it with protein. You know, they got a lot of fish meals in them. A lot of people want to go with like hikari, the hikari, what are some of them? North fin. Pellets are great, and pellets should be the staple of their diet, but there's no displacement for that pure protein. And when they're eating the cut up tilapia, that is essentially them eating small fish like they would in natural habitat. What else is there? And when they feed on that tilapia, what makes it great is it's like feeding them feeders, except without all of the feeders' organs and brains and such, and parasitic organs, and just it's a lot safer, guys. Trust me on this. So we've talked about tank size, a good filter, food, tank mates. I have a video specific to this. I could talk about this for hours. Tank mates, as you can see, these guys are with a red devil, Midas, Texas Cichlid, Jack Dempsey, another red devil. I've had Oscars in there. These are common tank mates. Some Jaguar Cichlids are crazy, and you gotta take this with a grain of salt. Check out my videos on dealing with predator fish together, because it's a whole formula in itself on how to take care of it. So for instances, I'll move around the decor. Without enough predators in one tank, you'll get more aggression than when having more predators. It's a weird scenario. Hiding spots too. See how I have these huge terracotta pots? These are a huge deal when it comes to predator fish and hiding. So, what do you think? You like that red devil? Is he your favorite? The red devils tried to kill Avery probably 5 to 10 times. What do you think? You like fish? You gonna love fish when you get older? Your cheeks are getting red, like maybe you're sleepy. Alright, so Jaguar Cichlids, guys. Awesome fish to keep. I've been obsessed with them for quite some time. I mean, look at this coloration. Mine are beat up, a little beat up right now. But guys, these fish are so beautiful. And I find that they will beat up on themselves. This might sound weird, but a lot of the times they dig and they dig and they dig. They throw around large gravel. They move around the pots. These fish, they have the large mouth like largemouth bass, and they just like to screw with everything. So, hit up the description box for the stuff I talked about. If you want to message me or comment on this video, I usually try to comment on all, or reply to all comments. But yeah, Jags Cichlids, beautiful fish. I'm going to leave it at that. Comment with questions and I'll hit you back. So, alright guys, cool.